I've heard that life is what you make it. I say make room to grow. I'm your host, LaWanda and this is the Make Room to Grow podcast. It all started with a dream about growing food. And who would ever imagine that growing food would lead to me learning about personal growth and development? Well, it did. And I want to bring you along for this beautiful ride. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, Grow Nation. How are you guys? I'm so happy to be back with you all. It's been a while. It's been some months, but I promise you I've been growing and I have a lot to share with you. I want to get into the GreenStalk garden planter that I ordered earlier this year, and I promised you I'd give you a review, so let's talk about it. Now, you may have seen different variations of this online because you have the dollar store containers that you can, the stackable sort of 3-tier, 3-pocket trays that you can stack on top of each other and make a garden tower of sorts. This is the official GreenStalk garden. And if you go to greenstalkgarden.com, I do not get anything for sharing this, but I just want to give you the right information. If you go to greenstalkgarden.com, you will get all of the information. I have the vertical planter. They make the original and the leaf version. This has 5 tiers to it, and it has 6 pockets on each tier. So I have 30 pockets to plant in. I believe they have the leaf version that may have 7 pockets per tier. So that gives you even more, but it's more narrow and more shallow, I believe. So you can only do greens with that. This I wanted to experiment with to see what I could grow. And so I got the original one. So it's very easy to put together. It comes within less than a week. It's made in the USA. The company is up out of Tennessee, I believe. It's a family-owned company. That's great. I got this and my son helped me set it up right away. It's easy. All you need to know is that you have to get 1 cubic foot or 8 gallons of high-quality potting mix for each tier. You also need to just follow the instructions. Have in mind what you want to plant out. There's a guide that they give you. It's really simple to follow. They have what you can grow in the original version and what you can grow in the leaf version. I'm going to give you just a quick synopsis of what you can grow in the original, which is what I have. It comes in terracotta, green, and like a beige tan color. Alyssum, eggplant, bok choy, leeks, broccoli, mums, nasturtium, bush beans, cabbage, peppers, cantaloupe, petunias, potatoes, cauliflower, squash, corn, sweet potato, cucumber, tomato, watermelon, zucchini, and there are a couple other flowers that I really couldn't pronounce. So you can grow all of that in the original version, which is what I have. Now, I tried this year, I've done kale, cucumbers. I still have some cucumbers growing out of there. Broccoli. I have some string beans that are growing out of there. I tried squash, but for some reason this year was not a great year for me for squash. I don't know why. I did zucchini. Well, I guess you could say a squash of sorts. Yellow squash was not a hit for me, but zucchini worked. I have basil in there. I also have some beets, but I don't know how they're going to do in there because you really need more of a area for the root growth. So I'm not sure that those will come out so successfully, but at least I'll get the beet greens. There's so many things that you can grow in this. So in the top of it, you have a water well. You just snap it. You snap all the tiers in place. It also has a bottom piece where you can roll it around if you want to, so you can rotate it to get proper sunlight if you need it. And then you snap in the water well on top. That's how it filters down to each tier. There's a reservoir on the top of each tier as well, and it helps to filter out the water. If it gets dry for whatever reason, I've just been watering it with my hose on the surface, even though I know that's not ideal. But when I see that there are dry spots on top of the soil, that's what I'm doing. I want to refresh this because it's the end of the season and I've had it for a good 3 months. I want to refresh this for the fall, so I may take it apart, clear out everything, and refresh this with a little compost and some nutrients. But overall, this is a wonderful investment. There's so many things that you can grow in a compact space. I wanted to experiment to see, hey, what all can I do with this? Oh, I also did my okra in there. Believe it or not, it's not ideal because I have the okra in one of the bottom tiers, so it's trying to reach for the sunlight because the way I have this positioned on my porch, it does not get optimal sunlight. So I see the okra is trying to reach, but I did get a couple okra off of there. So that, to me, that's a win. This is such a good investment because if you don't have a lot of space, but you can go vertically and you have it all in one compact place, think of 30 chances and opportunities. Even if you wanted to do 30 heads of lettuce, 30 bunches of kale, 30 bunches of collard greens, you can do it. You can even do it now and then get something within the next 2 months if you have that much of a growing time, a growing season. And if you plant frost hardy crops, this would be ideal. Think about spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collards, those types of things, your greens that are going to be frost hardy. Just a couple more things before I let you go. It comes with a pack of seeds. I thought that was really great. It also comes with a thank you card, lets you know who packed it for you. It is right now on sale for $109. It's normally $169. I think I paid $150 for it. I caught a sale as well. Every additional part, the mover on the bottom, the wheels, is an additional cost, as well as for cucumbers and things like that. I did a plant support, and so that was an additional cost. So just wanted to let you know about that. But other than that, you go to greenstalkgarden.com. You can get your tower and you can get growing like ASAP. You want to get your stuff in the ground, so to speak, before it gets too late so you can still get a harvest. You want those plants to grow while you still have some warmth before it gets really cold, and you'll have to wait until next season. So guys, until next time, I want you to be intentional about those areas in your life where you are going to make room to grow.